Please welcome your host for Minnie's Moonlit Madness.
Yes, welcome to Minnie's Moonlit Madness, ladies and gentlemen! I am your host, Dylan White, and this is not how this is supposed to look. Hold on one second.
Thank you for calling the Disney IT.
Thank you for calling Disney IT. This is Felix. Am I speaking with Dylan?
Yes, hi Felix.
And can I please get a callback number in case we get disconnected?
Yes, my number is 714-2... Be honest, I'm at the Hyperion Theater.
Is that DCA?
Yes, that is Disney California Adventure.
Thank you. And how can I assist you today?
Well, Felix, I'm kind of in the middle of a big presentation here, and I am currently staring at the blue screen of death.
Ooh, that doesn't sound too fun. May I remote into your computer?
William, can he remote in? Yes, you can remote in.
Thank you. Just one moment.
I'm getting a call now.
Alrighty, I can see your desktop.
I'm glad someone can.
Alright, let me try this. Alright, so that looks a bit better. You said you were in the middle of a presentation, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Alright, you can get it for you. Does that look restored?
Oh, yes, that is so much better. Hey, Felix, do you have any idea what might have happened?
Oh, it was just Ralph. He broke the internet.
Well, good. I'm very glad you were able to fix it, Felix.
Is there anything else I can help you with this evening?
That's great. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you for calling Disney IT. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.
You too, Felix. Thank you very much. How about a big round of applause for our Disney IT team? Now that we're back up and running, let's try this again. Welcome to Minnie's Moonlit Madness! I am your host, Dylan White. I'm so excited to be here again. And as you all know, Minnie's Moonlit Madness is a charity event, and all of the team registrations, the proceeds go to benefit a wonderful local organization. And to tell you more about the organization that is going to benefit from all of your efforts tonight, I would like to bring out the Disneyland Resort Ambassador, Rafa Barone.
Hello everyone, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm so happy to be here tonight, but I'm very happy to introduce to you the non-profit organization that we are honoring tonight. So please give a big round of applause to Girl Scouts Orange County STEM Consortium.
Thank you so much, Rafa. My name is Vicki Shep, and I'm the CEO for Girl Scouts of Orange County. On behalf of our nearly 30,000 members, we are so grateful for all of you for your generous donations tonight. What we're doing in STEM with our girls is everything from coding to building robots to being citizen scientists. But even more so, your generosity means that girls are going to learn that no matter what career they want to do, if they want to be a cast member, if they want to be a lighting director, whatever they do, a costume designer, they are going to need the STEM skills that math, science, technology, and engineering give them. So thank you so much for this. I hope you have a great, fun night, and then you figure out all of those complicated clues. I'm so impressed with that. So have fun, and thank you again.
We have one more special guest that we want to thank you for all the job that you have done. So please welcome Detective Minnie Mouse. the 30,000 cast members that work here at the Disneyland Resort, it's an honor to present you with this donation to your wonderful non-profit organization.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to give a big round of applause for our Girl Scouts State Consortium. The Disneyland Resort Ambassador, Rafa Barreau. And of course, our very own Detective Minnie Mouse. Oh, Minnie, it's so good to see you again. Wow, I don't know if you were noticing that we had a little bit of a technical problem before, but it's really scary when your computer goes down. I've had that problem before at home too. No, it's true. Yes, it's maddening, isn't it? Oh, I'll tell you, my wife got so mad one time when the computer broke down. See, my wife, when she was working on the computer. Well, my wife used to work as a server. Yeah, she worked in this coffee shop, see, and she was writing a screenplay about all of her experiences in this coffee shop. It was a JavaScript. And the computer just stopped working. And she got so mad. I know she was mad because she just started cursing. And believe me, my wife is not a cursor. She's very PC. I came in, I was outside, doing some gardening. I was mowing the front lawn, the back lawn, and I came in and she turned around and said, "Did you mow the lawns?" I said, "Yes, I mowed them." So what's the matter with you? She said, "The computer stopped working." I said, "Well, do you remember what you did?" She says, "No, I have very little memory." Which, not too surprising, sometimes she really has her head in the cloud. So, well, we have to get the computer fixed. And she, so we were going to go to the mall to fix the computer. And usually my wife likes to go to the mall. She likes to shop. She never buys anything. She's more of a browser. She used to take her mother with her a lot of the time, but it wasn't very exciting for her. It usually made her mother bored. So I went with her. And she was really upset because she was already comfortable. She had already taken off her boots. She had to put her boots back on again, and she hated it when she had to reboot. If you keep backing off with every joke, you're going to end up in San Diego by the time we're done. So we went to the mall, and my wife, was adamant that she wanted to drive. And she was driving very fast. I was scared we were going to ram into things, and I didn't want to crash. But she was driving so fast, she was driving like the Flash. It was a flash drive. She wasn't being very careful either. She didn't hold on with both hands. She didn't even hold on with her fingers either. Just her thumbs. It was a thumb drive, which isn't easy. It's a hard drive. You get to leave in a minute. They're stuck with the rest. Anyway, we almost passed the mall, and I told her, back up. And we parked, we went to the bank, we got out cash. No, there's still more. Yeah, and I could tell she wasn't feeling well, so I said, "Is there something bothering you besides the computer?" She said, she said her stomach kind of hurt, and I said, "Well, maybe it's a virus." She said, "No, she thought it was something she ate." I said, "Well, what'd you have for lunch?" She said, "Spam." I said, "A little." She said, "No, she had a megabyte." So, "Well, what else did you have?" She had dessert. Normally she doesn't have dessert, but she will allow cookies. Apparently they were the chocolate chip and peanut butter cookies. Those are good, right? And I asked her if they were like the big chunks or if they were like the microchips. And she said, no, she actually thought it was the peanut butter. I said, Skippy? She said, no, Jif. I said, I think it's pronounced GIF. We didn't settle that argument. We got to the mall, but we took the computer in, and the tech knew right away what the problem was. He looked at the computer and he said, look, A computer is just like Disneyland. It's no good without a mouse. Now, Minnie, I know you've got a little bit more coding to do before tonight's hunt, so why don't we give Minnie a big round of applause, and we'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Minnie Mouse, ladies and gentlemen.
Trigger.
I love when I do that.
So trigger.
Well, okay, so I mentioned that my wife, you know, had her head in the clouds and had a lot of memory. Like, I don't mean to make my wife sound ditzy at all. My wife is actually very, very smart. So smart. I don't know how I managed to get a smart woman like her. It's outstanding. One time I told her, I said, you know, maybe you should really be with someone smart as well. And she said the sweetest thing to me. She said, I don't want to be with somebody smart. I want to be with you. Right? So nice. Thank you. Man? So anyway, I'd always wanted to date a smart woman. I dated a geologist once, which was great. She was really down to earth. I looked at her online profile. I figured she couldn't be too picky. I mean, her online profile said she liked to date carbon-based life forms. You know, well, it said she was into carbon dating. But I thought, this girl rocks. Her name was Mackenzie. I called her Mick for short. She was an earthquake scientist, and I wanted to buy her a dress to, you know, wear to the office, but I didn't know what would fit, so I said, what's your size, Mick? And she actually is kind of sensitive about that sort of thing. She was a very, very big girl. I mean, the last time she weighed herself, she Richter scale. So I thought I'll get her something else instead. I bought her a bunch of dishes, and she never really knew where to put them. Of course, you know, she found a place for the bowls and the cups, but she kept shifting plates. They eventually ended up on the mantle. We finally broke up. I think it was my fault. She said I took her for granted. I said, that's not nice. Okay, nice is actually spelled G-N-E-I-S-S, and it's a kind of metamorphic rock, actually very similar to granite. So really, when I said I took her for granted, that actually was nice. So she didn't buy it. She just broke up with me because I guess she just didn't dig me. Now I'm a little bit scared. But I still wanted to date, you know, a very smart girl. So I wanted to be set up with somebody. So I asked my aunt to set me up with this mathematician that she worked with. My aunt was a particle scientist. Her name was Dr. Sally Matter. Everybody called her Auntie Matter. But to me, she was just Aunt Sally. And she worked with this mathematician named Polly Solis, who I thought was very attractive. She had an incredible figure. I loved her dimensions. She looked good from every angle. I tried all of them too. I triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3. I mean, she was very acute. So I said, "Will you introduce me? Have you ever seen her?" And she says, "Oh yeah, I saw Solis." And I said, "Will you introduce me to her?" And she says, "Oh sure. Hey, Polly, date my nephew." Okay, she could be a little bit obtuse. And I said, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." I asked Polly for her number, and she gave it to me, but it wasn't her real number. It was an imaginary number. And I said, "Can I please have your real number?" And she did, but she gave it to me, but it only had 6 digits. I said, "Can I have your whole number?" So she finally came to her senses and gave it to me. You could say that was her rational number. But she also gave me her work number, her cell number, her home number, and I wanted to know which one she used the most. I said, "All right, which one is your prime number?" So I called her up, we took her out, just went for dessert. We had pie. She didn't eat all of hers, just a fraction. She actually picked me up for the date. She drove an Infiniti. And I didn't think mathematicians made a lot of money, and she actually didn't. She couldn't afford the loan for her car, really. She had to have somebody co-sign. Yeah, she didn't have a lot of money. She shopped at the dollar store, which not a big deal, but she really focused on this one aisle where everything was only a penny. So she would just shop in the percentile. And some women are codependent. She was kind of like that. She was very organized, got things done easily. She was very efficient, but she was more efficient when we did things together, so she was actually co-efficient. We did so many things together. She asked me to go with her to the dentist one time. And I thought, sure, okay. He lived in the city of Vela, so we went to Velocity and to see her dentist and drove along, listened to some music. Her favorite band was ABBA. And I think she liked ABBA because she was a mathematician, I guess. I don't know. But she was playing it really loud. So I asked her to turn down the volume. Turns out the car broke down. We didn't factor for that at all. So for the rest of the way, we just decided we'd take the bus, which we were afraid was going to drive in circles, but it was a rhombus. So it took the square route. And we got to the dentist, and she was screaming the entire time she was in there. It turns out the dentist didn't use any Novocaine. I said, "You didn't even number?" That's odd. There were a lot of odd things about Polly, actually. It turns out she thought she could, commune and talk with the dead. And when she did, she got really nasty. And I gotta be honest, I did not like her when she was in her mean medium mode. Sorry, I got off on a whole tangent.
Oh, it's going.
Things eventually weren't going well. There was this guy named, Rick that she knew, and things really started to fall apart when she met Rick. He was a bit of a thief, but he kept all of his money in single-dollar bills, and I confronted him about it once, and he said, no, he just borrowed the ones from his tens place, and something about that didn't add up. But I guess they ran away together because the next time I went to go see Polly, I knocked on the door and somebody else answered, and I'm like, is Polly here? And they said, no. Polly gone. I guess, they were just trying to avoid prison and spending the remainder of their lives there. I never thought I'd date a smart girl again, but I finally met my wife and she captured my heart. So that's my story, how I finally landed a smart girl. Thank you for suffering through that with me. But ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge some real heroes and some real smart people. It's the Disneyland Resort Cast Activities team who put this event together for you. They do it every single year. And they work really hard to ensure that we can have more participants. So this year we have more teams than ever ready to take on the madness. I would also like to take a moment right now to acknowledge Minnie's Clue crew. This team has put in over 3,000 volunteer hours to make this incredible event for you, and they hope you all have an incredible time. But right now, I think we're ready to begin the hunt, so I'm going to come over here to my keyboard and log in, and I will screen share up here on the giant screen so you can see what I'm doing. All right, I think we're ready to go here. Yeah, I'm going to use my trackpad and get in. Looks like we're ready to go. There we go. And start. Oh, I got to enter my password. Okay. Try it again. Oh, this isn't good. This is we haven't even gotten to the hunt yet. We're already on our second technical glitch. I don't know what's... Minnie, hi! I know you're ready to start the hunt right now, but we seem to be having another technical problem, and I honestly don't know what's wrong. I'm entering my password and it's not... Yeah, my password isn't working. I know, because I'm typing into the key. Oh! Look at this. You can tell some of these keys are broken, I think. But I can't tell which all ones were broken. We need to replace these keys. You know what? I know a way that we can tell which keys we need to replace. You know why? Because there's an app for that. Watch this. I have an app on here. We'll do a diagnostic of the keyboard. It will tell us which keys aren't working. You ready? Here we go. Oh no! The keys are broken! Yeah, it really doesn't tell you which ones are broken. It just gives you the big dramatic music. So, Minnie, what are we going to do? We have these broken keys. I can't start this unless we... What, you want me to... We have... Oh, that's right. I remember you gave Goofy, like, this whole bag of extra computer keys. Yeah, didn't he just... Wasn't he just, like, throwing them all around the park earlier? All right, well, let's see. How are we going to be able to figure out... Yeah, how are we going to figure out where all of those keys are? Oh, that's right. We have all these clue finders out here. Why don't we use our sleuths to help find the missing computer keys? Will all of you help Minnie find the missing computer keys? Yeah! Of course you will. That's why you're here in the first place. All right. Listen, just before they go running off, I want to make sure that we can actually find these computer keys. I'm going to call Lost and Found just to make sure that nobody's turned them in already. All right? Hold on a second. I'm going to call Lost and Found.
Thank you for calling Chamber of Commerce Lost and Found. This is Rick. How may I assist you?
Hi, Rick. This is Dylan. I'm here at Minnie's Moonlit Madness, and I'm here with our very own detective, Minnie Mouse. And it seems we have some missing computer keys. I was wondering if they've been found around the park at all.
Well, Mystery Solved. We've received calls from a few locations in the park who found computer keys, but they haven't been turned into Lost and Found yet in case the owner came back. Dylan, does Detective Minnie know how the keys ended up in the park?
Well, yes, Rick. Apparently, Goofy had a whole bag of keys, and I guess he was just trying to text too much, and they just kind of got thrown into a vortex. Are you not getting the context of that joke? Is there too much subtext happening there? Listen, hey teams, really quick, you might want to get out your Clue A envelopes and a pencil, because I think Rick might have some information for us. Rick, we're going to send our teams out to the various locations. So, do you know where all the keys are so we can send our teams to those locations?
I sure do.
Great.
B as in Bell was found at the bakery tour hosted by Bodine Bakery. E as in Esmeralda was found at Embarcadero Gifts. F as in Figaro was found at Fillmore's Taste Inn. G as in Gideon was found at Ghirardelli Soda Fountain and Chocolate Shop. R as in Rafiki was found at Rita's Baja Blenders. And W as in Wendy was found at the Wine Country Trattoria.
Great, Rick, we're going to be sending our teams out there in just a minute. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dylan. I will let the locations know. Best of luck, teams.
Thanks, Rick. TTFN. All right, teams. I think we've got everything covered here. Minnie, we're going to send all of our sleuths to find those missing keys so we can start the hunt. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Detective Minnie Mouse. Thank you, Minnie. All right, teams. In just a moment, we're going to ask you to get up and walk towards the center doors on your left, and you're going to go out and find your starting positions. Once all the teams have reached their starting positions, we will begin the 2-hour hunt. So we've got a volunteer there over there showing you which doors you'll need to go out through. The center doors on your left. All right, teams, if you've written down where the locations are, best of luck and enjoy the madness!
That was our key that was missing. See ya, thank you. Bye!
You great, Rafa. Nice work.